Color guard, attention. Will the audience please rise? Those who are in uniform, salute. All others place their right hand over their heart. Color guard, advance. Color guard, halt. Prepare to post the colors. Color guard, post the colors. Salute. Will the audience please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the audience please join me in the Scout Oath?
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty, to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
2. Color guard, perform. Color guard, advance. Color guard, halt. Dismiss.
Okay, thank you, 328. Appreciate that. Joe Ersick, where are you?
Yes,
Well, there
sir.
you are.
I'm around here someplace.
I had to find you short.
I know. Short and here.
Yeah,
Figure out what I got here.
good.
All right. Some recognitions. Gail Jones, are you here? Gail Jones. There's a Santa hat over there. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Joe. Hi, Cheryl. Roger Keeney.
Please do.
Roger.
She's just for shame.
Okay, Cheryl, Gail Jones has got the Tiger Cub Leader Award. And Roger Keating has you know Roger?
Roger.
You received the Tiger Cub Scout Den Leader Award. You get your trainer patch there. Oh, not only that, you get Tiger Cub Leader Den Award. Tiger Cub. Not that I know. Well, oh yeah, wait.
Oh, they're on the back.
Yeah, they are attached. And you get Cub Scout Award Leader too, also. Super duper.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
Any other training announcements, Joe?
Yes, sir. We had some Cub Scouters, adult leaders that came in and did training in November 16th. Is Tim Levant here? How about Shannon Powell? Hello. Julie Hackney. Tom Pyle. Dean Appel. Okay, those all attended Weeblo's Den Leader, Weeblo's Leader, Committee Leader meeting, Cub Scout meeting, and Pack Trader meeting. So when we held that in McPherson, we have trained patches for them. So let them know if you know who they are. Let them know who they are, and tell them to get back with me. Come back next month, and we'll give them their stuff, their cool stuff. Put on their shirts and stuff. And that, I'm good.
Good, thank you. Anybody here for popcorn? Arvin, you have popcorn?
All right. Just a reminder, everybody, December 13th, Friday the 13th is our pickup for the popcorn. If you have any, order forms or anything like that, just a reminder that the popcorn ordering is closed. But if you have any issues about popcorn, please contact our popcorn colonels or myself directly, and I'll be glad to help you guys. If you have any returns tonight, I'll be here signing the popcorns and everything. Other than that, see you guys December 13th. We should be contacting your unit colonels about the pickup time. We're looking at starting at around 10 o'clock for pickup. So the sooner you get the popcorn, the better for the volunteers that's going to be there.
10 a.m., 10 p.m.
No, 10 a.m.
Can we request
Maybe hard
morning or afternoon?
Yeah, you guys can request morning and afternoon for pickup time. So.
How do we do that?
Tim and Lynn, our popcorn district colonels, going to be contacting every unit colonels just to schedule the time and all that.
That'd be email?
Email.
Yes, by email.
It came out today.
Oh, they're out today? Okay.
The email came out today.
Okay. No cash. I'm sorry. Make sure that you guys have your check and everything because we'll do the even trade. Invoice is going to be sent for you guys. Hopefully finalized by tomorrow. You'll get the invoice of how much you guys owe the council and all that, and we'll do an even trade at the distribution center.
Like trade.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't see our district chair here tonight, so Arvin, you're up again. Any district executive minute?
All right, everybody, over there is a flyer for the council dinner. Copy over here. Council dinner. We'd like to invite everyone to attend our recognition dinner and annual meeting, February 1st. It starts at 5:30 p.m. at the Marriott Hotel over in the east side of town. We're going to be on that dinner. We're going to be recognizing pretty much all the Eagle Scouts of 2013 of our council. I know we have a lot in our district. Also, we are recognizing Mr. Bob Good as the 2013 honoree for Eagle Scouts Adventuring Silver Award. So he's our very own Mr. Bob Good, and also we are recognizing our very own Eric Peterson from Lindsberg as a 2013 Silver Beaver recipient. It'd be great for you guys to attend. Our guest speaker is going to be Skippy Owl. Skippy Owl is the co-founder of Jan Sport, who is a backpack Jan Sport. And a lot of people doesn't know Skippy Owl. If you guys, especially part of the old council, he is a native of Great Bend. And he's a great speaker, and so that's kind of one of the things that we were very excited about, especially in Pawnee District. If you guys consider coming, like I said, we're recognizing pretty much 3 people from our Orangeberry, district here. So thank you guys.
Any other announcements? Bob, you had one?
We need some nominations for our District Award of Merit this month. There are applications nomination forms back there somewhere. So fill it out and get it back into a district committee member. We're allowed, I believe, 2 of them this year. So if you have somebody in the district that's worth being recognized as an outstanding leader or a dedicated scouter, get a nomination form and fill it out for them.
Any other announcements? Okay, stand up. Come on, up your
As you can see way back there. I know. It's day camp time again, everybody, and I just
Day camp! Day camp! Sorry.
I know. I just want everybody to know that it's not only for the Cub Scouts. I really need your guys' Boy Scouts to come staff.
Yeah.
We have a great time.
Yeah.
Our Boy Scouts have a great time there too. They do get to camp there. We will provide them with all of their food while they're there, and then we have fun stuff that we do.
Some fun stuff we do in the evening.
After they camp is over in
challenge
the
shoot
evening for the
off,
Boy Scouts, we do,
whatever.
yeah, some shoot-offs and some stuff like that, but I really do need the Boy Scout help, and I really do need some adult help, so.
It's great adult leadership.
It is really, and we have a great time, we really do, we always have a lot of fun. Last year, I broke my tailbone on the slip and slide. This year we're gonna have some jousting, so we're gonna have a great time, so just keep that in mind for
some hours for service hours.
Yes, And it
So
is,
Boy Scouts.
there's a save the date flyer, but it is May 29th, 30th, and 31st. So the blue flyers back there are the save the date flyers for that. But it'll be at Camp Kansas, and we have a great time, and I want everyone to have a great time.
Woohoo, yeah, yeah.
Yes, Banner White back here has the flyers.
Any other announcements for for everyone that's here? Anybody?
Yeah. Mary Badge College. Thank you, Claudia. Mary Badge College for next year is Holy Toledo. I gotta get my bifocals here.
March 29th.
March 29th. Okay. Thanks, Bob. I'm an old lady now. I'm 50-something years old. March 29th, Mary Badge College. There's like 3 campuses. There's the South Side, North, the National Center of Aviation, and the Grove campus. So get your flyer, get you guys signed up for those stuff. Have some fun with it, enjoy it, make it work for you guys. It's a great way for them to earn some merit badges that are not usually available throughout summer camp, throughout the season and all. So
I do
take
believe
advantage of
they're
that.
offering some adult leader training there too this year.
Adult leader training?
I think so.
What's it say here?
I don't think it says so on there, but check out their.
Okay, check out the website. There's a little. It says towards the bottom of the page.
Yeah. Just kind of something different this year. We're using 3 campuses. So if if you're Boy Scouts, if you have different Boy Scouts that are going to different campuses, I encourage you guys to ask their parents to go with them.
You have to have 2 deep leadership at each campus you go to. So you can't just have 3 adults showing up to the whole weekend or that day. You have to have 2 adults at each campus. So if you go to all 3 campuses, you have to have 2 for each one you go to.
Unless it's their parent.
So parent can buy stuff.
Yes, yes. So there's a little smartphone scan thing. Would you either go scan that up?
Registration, that
Bring up the
smartphone,
information.
this registration is only online. So that's the thing, that's why there's this 1 page versus the 2-page last year, because registration is strictly online, no paper registration. And please sign up as soon as possible. There's a lot of classes going to fill up early, like robotics and all that.
Oh,
So
yeah,
if your
that's
kids
fun.
haven't
Oh.
done that, like welding, I encourage you guys to sign up as soon as possible
Robotics,
to
welding,
make that happen.
yeah, some fun stuff here. Okay,
Any other announcements?
we're doing Merit Badge training tonight.
Yes,
Merit Badge Council training tonight.
as soon as we do our breakouts. Okay, Cheryl, you ready for the Cub Scout leaders?
Sure.
Okay, the Cub Scout leaders will follow Cheryl,
Happy holiday.
follow the big elf.
All right, I have a sign-up sheet here for Merit Badge Counselor orientation. I need you to sign in here. Your name, your number, your phone number, your blood type.
DNA sample.
DNA sample, no, not sample, just blood type. Sample will be good. Sam, help me out on how to get these to screen. You remember who we did?
What?
Function.
Kelly. You're the IT guy. Thank you. Function update.
Maybe it is.
Which email do you want?
We will break it. Maybe it's for all covers, maybe there's some stuff, you know, state roads training on my packet. How'd you get off today? Sick.
I mean, I was scanning it.
No, forward. Yeah.
Called RD.
To your left.
You want X?
Good. Next would be good, yes.
Okay.
Next. We're doing the same thing, so. Okay, super.
There you go.
Does this?
What am I sitting on?
I'm already trained.
Yes, that's cool. Thank you.
Lay it out there, said, man.
See, I was all the way through before I realized I goofed with that single arrow triangle in it.
There's no goof on there.
Who do I know that needs one of these?
There's no goof on there. All right, is everybody signed up? We got the sheet going around? Right here? Is anybody here that should not be here? It's coming around here. So everybody's here for member badge orientation, right? Is anybody here that doesn't want to be here? What did you say there? You said I was copying what you said. All right. 2, 4, 5. All right. All right, you know what? When we do training, we have a test we have to do. I hate to say that, but we do. Huh? It's only you? Okay. So I got a little quiz here. I want you guys to fill out real quickly. We'll give you about 5 minutes or so to really quickly fill this out. I got the answers. I know the answers. No. Wow, it's not the way it works. Oh, you need one? You want to borrow my glasses? You got bifocals on there? I'll be blind then. All right, anybody not got a quiz?
Where's the sign-up sheet? Is that?
It's coming around here. We got it at the table here. Sign-up sheet. Who's got the sign-up sheet? Right here. Okay. It's coming around to your side there. We'll take a couple minutes here. Yes. Yeah. You do the quiz. It's all right. Huh? No. This is to show the part of the reason for the quiz before we do this is to see what you know about it, and then we'll settle any discrepancies that you don't know about it at the end. And as a merit badge counselor, everybody has got to do an application by the end of the month. The new ones are supposed to be out. And also you have to do the application for an adult application as according to Margaret at the council office. So I hate to say this, but you got to fill this out. Even though you're a registered member with Boy Scouts, you have to fill this out with your merit badge application. Yeah. You can send it in on your own, or you can fill it out and leave it here, and I'll send it in with my paperwork. Okay.
See the street.
All right, on the quiz, is there anybody not ready? Raise your hand if you're not ready on the quiz. Okay, if I see your eyes, I know you're ready. If I don't see your eyes, I know you're not ready. Oh, okay. Okay, on number 1, a merit badge counselor can be a counselor for up to 6 merit badges. True or false? What's the answer? What's the answer though? It is false.
There's not a limit.
There's not a limit, but
You only do 5.
they do recommend only 6 so that you're not too busy with merit badges, okay? All right, number 2, merit badge counselor may not coach his own son or close relative unless he is part of a group of scouts all working on the same merit badge. Is that true or false?
That's true.
False. I mean, you can counsel your own son, even if he's part of the scouts or by his individual self, you can counsel them as long as you're all set up for doing that. Number 3, a merit badge counselor who works only with a single unit needs only the unit committee's approval before being approved by the scout executive. Is that true or false? It's false. You have to be approved by the council office and the council committee to be a merit badge counselor, not just your committee itself. Even though you're signed up to be a committee member, even though you're signed up to be a merit badge counselor for your own unit itself. Okay? Persons serving as merit badge counselors must be registered as a merit badge counselor with the Boy Scouts of America. True, yes. A scout may earn no more than 5 merit badges from the same merit badge counselor. False. You can earn as many as they want to sign up for. As a scouter, once a scouter is approved as a merit badge counselor, he is approved for life and never has to be reapproved.
Yes!
Yes! Dear John, no, John, it's not going to happen. I like your enthusiasm. The answer is false. You have to be approved every year annually by December 31st. December 30th, 31st. How many days in a month? 31, okay, December 31st. I don't know that thing, that up, down thing. All right, a scout must complete all requirements for a merit badge within 12 months, or he must start over.
False.
False. What's the answer? Why?
He has until his 18th birthday to complete it.
Exactly. Once they start that merit badge, they have until that 18th birthday, until they turn 18 to finish that merit badge, no matter what. A merit badge counselor may require the scout to work beyond the specific requirements of the merit badge so he may discover more about the subject and continue the learning process.
False.
False. Why?
You don't ask any more or any less than what is asked for in the merit
Okay.
badge pamphlet.
Correct. Due to the BSA policies related to youth protection and 2 deep leadership, a merit badge counselor must have another adult present during all merit badge counseling sessions. True or false? False. As long as if they have 2 youth and 1 adult, then they're okay with the 2 deep leadership. So it can also, it can go both ways. It can go 2 youth and 1 adult, or 2 adults and 1 youth. So as long as we have a 2-to-1 ratio, either way, we're good to go.
Or with the parent-child.
Yes, with parent-child, yes. If the weather or locale and some other conditions makes meeting all of the conditions of the merit badge requirements impractical, the merit badge counselor may substitute requirements for those stated in the merit badge. False. Correct. You have to do what is stated in the merit badge requirements. Merit badge counselors must be at least 18 years of age. Yes. If the requirements for a merit badge differ between the merit badge pamphlet and the current condition of the Boy Scouts requirements, the requirements of the Boy Scout requirements book supersedes all others.
True. With the caveat.
It's true, yes. The merit badge counselor, the requirement book will supersede that of the merit badge information stuff. Okay.
If you started a merit badge prior to the changes.
Exactly. And if you start a merit badge before the changes happens, what do?
Use the old merit badge requirement.
Exactly. If they have started the merit badge before that merit badge became, before the changes happened, they continue with the old requirements that they happen to do. But if you're doing 2 different guys, and one started after that, you have to do the other guy with the new requirements. Okay? All right, so my guy here went Dead on me? No. Okay, wait. All right, our objectives, so we understand what the Merit Badge program is, the requirements of what a counselor is, and you would know what your role is, the importance of the buddy system, the process of how to do the Merit Badges, and some of the effects of being a counselor is. The other side? Oh. Okay. So what's a Merit Badge? Somebody tell me.
It's a little cloth patch with a lot of embroidery on it that indicates that that youth has participated in a certain regimen of training and knowledge to get him to the point where he has earned the right to wear that badge.
Okay. A lot of embroidery on a little single round little patch. Is that right? It says that he earned that patch. What's some other ideas? What is a Merit Badge? Anybody?
Shows that he's mildly proficient in some area of something. You know.
Something of a subject.
Subject.
A subject,
or
okay.
skill.
A skill.
Different tastes of different subjects.
Different tastes of different subjects. Anything else? Anybody else? Got any ideas? It's an award. A Merit Badge is an award that we give those boys for an accomplishment that they have done to earn that requirement. They've studied that requirement, they've studied that subject, and they've learned that subject, and they understand what's going on with that subject, and they know it. So it's a way of us to award them for what they've learned to do. It's also an educational program. It's designed to teach them new skills, encourage the scouts to challenge themselves, and have fun in the process. Originally, when Merit Badges came about in Boy Scouts, it was designed and used to take and have these boys fulfill and find a future reference or future profession. Yeah, a future profession for them to do. So that's what the whole original reason for doing Merit Badges was, is so they could give an idea of what they wanted to do in life, to give them some different resources. Merit Badges are based on the aims of scouting. We have the character. We're going to build everything on character. We're going to build everything on development of personal development, your citizenship in your nation, in your world, your community, and your mental and physical fitness. That's what we base it all on. It's also the advancement. It's the way we progress, the way we decide on how we're going to advance these boys from one rank to another. They have to do so many Merit Badges to get to a certain rank, so many required ones at certain different levels of their rank, and some elective ones. So this is a way to encourage them to accomplish these fun educational skills. Allows them to explore different views, different areas, different fields, and different categories that they're doing. So this is a way for them to learn different skills that may be long life learning, and maybe just a temporary thing, or maybe just a fun, a curricular activity that they want to do. Requirements for being Merit Badge counselors: you got to be interested in scouting. If you aren't, I'm not sure why you're here then. You know, you got to register annually with the Boy Scouts of America. If you're just a Merit Badge counselor, there is no cost, no fee involved with it. But if you're an adult leader, yes, there is a cost and a fee. It's now gone up to, as everybody knows, the cost has gone up. It's now $24 a year to be an adult leader. They will do a background check on you. So if you're not going to pass a background check, you better not sign your name up right now today. You've got to be 18 years of old. You've got to be in good character. Have youth protection. Anybody that's involved in scouting has got to have youth protection. Merit Badge counselors especially. You've got to be proficient in, it's really required that you be proficient in your Merit Badge that you're doing. I mean, if you sign up to be a welder, please don't say you're just going to be a welder Merit Badge counselor because you want to do it for the kids or for your son because he wants to do welding. If you have no idea about welding and how to do welding, then don't be doing it. I mean, I myself, I know a little bit about welding, but I don't know, I'm not proficient in it, I'm not gonna sign up to be a welder, merit badge counselor, because I don't really know the aspects of being a welder. So, be proficient in what you're doing as that merit badge counselor. Make sure it's a hobby, or it's a knowledge that you know, or it's a career you have that you're involved in, but please be proficient in that, be knowledgeable about that. Because the board's going to look up to you as the professional person in that category. And they expect you to know what you're talking about and have questions for you, so they're going to expect that from you. You need to be able to make sure you can work with Boy Scouts, with the youth of that age. You got to be approved by the Discipline Council Advancement Committee for being the merit badge counselor. Familiarize with the Guide to Safe Scouting, and how to protect children with the Child Abuse and Parents Guide, which is out of the handbook, the front of the handbook, a brand new handbook that boys have. Please make sure, if you've never read that, you've never gone through that with your son, or if you're just coming in as a merit badge counselor, you need to go through that book and read that book and know that. And Guide to Safe Scouting, you really need to go through that and read that and know what's going on, and know what your limitations are, what the limitations are for the boys and stuff. So please be familiar with that stuff. Familiar yourself with the merit badge information on that merit badge. Get the handbook, that's current handbook. Read through that several times. Make sure you know that thing in and out thoroughly. Because when a boy comes up to you and says, well, I can't find this answer to this question here, you go, well, it's in there. I know it's in there. I remember it's in there. I remember reading about it. Well, I can't find it. It's like, well, I'll tell you what, it's like between this page and this page. You can tell them that. Because I guarantee it's in that book. The answers to everything is in that book. I've done it with my own boys many times. It's your responsibility to know the changes. If there changes have occurred between the time you signed up, say you signed up today, and come January 2014, there's a change in, let's say, citizenship in the community, and you need to make sure that you are aware of the changes in that. And you make sure that maybe the book you have is an old book, but you have the advanced changes, a documentation or a printout of what the changes are for the boys, so that they don't get Jewed on what the changes are, but you make sure you're teaching them the correct information. You cannot penalize the boys if you're teaching them out of an old book. Say you're teaching them out of a 2010 book, and the requirements were updated in 2011 or 2012. You need to make sure that what you're teaching them, if they've completed all the stuff for 2012, and they're like done, you're ready to sign off on that, put your John Henry down there, you can't penalize them and take that away from them. Because it was your responsibility to make sure that you knew what the changes were and the current changes were. So if you taught them and you had them cover all the old bases, then it's up to you to make sure it's current. But if not, then you need to make sure that it's all current. So you can't penalize them for doing what they did. Why do we use counselors? Why does BSA use merit badge counselors? A couple good reasons for that.
That you have expertise in an area and you're able to train and teach them about the area that you are knowledgeable about.
Good. That you have expertise in it, you're able to train them about it. What's another one?
It's not just expertise. You need to find somebody that's got a passion for the subject.
Somebody's got a passion for the subject. Another good reason. Give me another one.
Other adult interaction.
Other adult interaction. That's a great one. I love that. Because you know why? When these kids, these boys that we have in Scouts, who do they interact with?
Other boys.
Each other, and who else? Teachers. Who else in their life do they interact with?
Teachers.
Teachers and parents?
And scout leaders.
Scout leaders? Coaches at school. So we're talking about school, parents, friends, maybe church leaders. That's why we do it, so that they can associate with other adults. You may be a counselor for, say you're doing a counselor for a coin collection. You may be the new person that boy socializes with as an adult, other than somebody from church, somebody from school, somebody from home, somebody from their group, their troop unit, okay? It's a good way for them to associate with other adults. Those boys need that interaction with other adult leaders. That's going to teach them adult leadership skills. They have got to have that. I mean, that does so much good for those boys when they do that. You're the cornerstone for the Merit Badge program. Because you're going to offer your time and your knowledge and your savvy on teaching them this Merit Badge. You're going to help them shape the Scouts' future, and you're going to give them self-confidence and self-growth and personal growth for this. It's really important that you do what you're doing with what you're doing to those boys. You may not know it, but later on down the road you'll find out you do make a big difference to them. As a Merit Badge counselor, you are the teacher. You're the ones teaching them the skill. You're the ones teaching them the knowledge. You're also the coach. You're the counselor. You're the ones coaching them on. Say, okay, you know what? Maybe you don't know how to make this weather vane, but let me help you out. Let me show you how to do it. Let me give you some skills. Let me help you do this. You're coaching them on. You can do this. They're counting on you to help them do this. So you got to help them with those different hurdles that they can't do it. If they don't know how to do this stuff, you got to coach them through this. That's why you're the coach. You're the one helping them out. You're encouraging them then. You're teaching them then. You're encouraging them to do it. And you're the mentor. You're the one that they're going to look up to that knows all this stuff about this Merit Badge. All right? It may not be much to you, but to them, it may be something that's a big obstacle for them to do. So it may be a mountaintop experience for them to do to accomplish this Merit Badge because they don't know nothing about it, but they want to do it. And so if you can teach them this, and you can coach them this, and you can be the mentor to them, by golly, you're going to make a big difference to that boy. I tell you, you really are. So they're going to look up to you for all those situations. Now, you're going to be the one that's going to examine them. You're going to be the one that's going to be determined to whether or not they accomplished everything that they needed to, the requirements that are specified in the requirements for the Merit Badge. You're going to be the one that's going to examine that, whether or not they have done that. If they have done that and they completed it, on that blue card, sign it off, write it off. Initial it, date it, it's signed off, it's done, it's completed. But one thing you need to make sure you do is make sure that there's a buddy present at all times. Or there's another adult leader there at all times. Don't let that boy come to you solo at all. You've got to have a buddy system. You've got to have 2 deep leadership at all times. Make sure you enforce it. If you have 2 boys, here's a cool thing. If you have 2 boys coming to do a Merit Badge, the enthusiasm for that Merit Badge is better than if you have just 1 boy showing up. Do you not agree? If you have 4 boys showing up to do a Merit Badge, what do we got there?
A competition.
A competition? Yeah, it's a great competition. Okay, say we all meet down at the McDonald's on 11th Street, and we have 4 boys showing up. We're going to talk about doing the Merit Badge thing, and they're all excited about doing this. And you have 4 boys showing up, and you're the counselor thing. That's great. You got 4 boys, 1 person. You got the 2 deep leadership. You got 2, 3, 4 deep leadership thing going on. But the enthusiasm for them boys is really high for them for this Merit Badge. And if you can get them excited about that, then you got an A+. Okay? A buddy can be a fellow scout, it can be a parent, it can be a grandparent, it can be an uncle, it can be an aunt, it can be a sister, somebody. But you have got to have 2 deep leadership. You've got to protect yourself, you've got to protect that boy. We don't want no issues going on. There's been enough bad stuff going on about Boy Scouts lately, in the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, that we don't need anything else going on. Question?
If there's a situation where you can't find an extra kid or an extra adult, just meet in a public place, like 10 feet from the counter at McDonald's or right across from the reference desk at the library.
That's a good idea, but you should at least be able to find somebody to join with you. Bring your neighbor or somebody. Bring your kids, or bring your son, or your daughter, or your uncle, or something like that. But we got to protect ourselves. We got to protect our scouts. So we can't take a chance on that. All right, the process for a merit badge counselor. All right, what's the process? Somebody explain to me what the process is for doing merit badges. First thing we do. What's that?
You have to register.
Blue cards.
Blue card. What else do we do? What is the first process for the boys to do? Because this is a boy-led program, right? The boys are in charge of this, not us, right? We're just sitting here just making sure that they're doing the right thing, right? Is that correct? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, I want to hear some voices. Bob.
The boy has to decide which merit badge he wants to work on first.
All right, so the boy decides what merit badge he wants to work on. So what's an idea? Give me an idea, Bob.
Coin collecting.
Coin collecting. Oh, woo! Somebody here do coin collecting? I just use that as a side note.
I was listening.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we're gonna do coin collecting. Now what do? He wants to do coin collecting. What do we do now?
Let's get the scoutmaster to sign a blue card, and we'll give it to the scout that takes his merit badge counselor in session.
Okay, so you get the scoutmaster to sign a blue card for the merit badge, and the boy takes it to a merit badge counselor before he begins. How's he gonna find a merit badge counselor for coin collecting? Guys? Ladies? Internet? Let me Google. Internet, let's say, coin collecting for merit badge counselor. Quivira.org. On the council website, there is a list of merit badge counselors that say what they are signed up to do for merit badges. The scoutmaster can give them that idea, say go over there and look for that. If you don't have one locally here in town, they can go to that. They can find one locally in the council office through the council website and find a coin collecting merit badge counselor. So once they signed up then, they find this here. Now what do we do? Besides putting all kinds of buttons there.
Other click.
Do what?
Other side, click the wrong side of your mouse. Clicking the wrong side of your mouse.
I'm sorry. it's a mouse thing. So now we're signed up. All right. So he decides what he wants to do. He gets the phone number, name and phone number of the counselor. Telephones the counselor, says he sets up an initial meeting, and they encourage them to what? Wear their official uniform, the field uniform. Why is that important?
To create a good first impression.
That's a good idea. Everybody, if you go to any Boy Scout meeting or whatever, you should be in a uniform at all times, or something that's subject to a activity shirt or something. But if they go in their field uniform, they're feeling more professional. The boys are. They're feeling like they're doing this for the scout duty. So they need to be in their field uniform. Encourage them for that. That when they meet you, they are in uniform, and you better be in uniform too. I mean, we're adults. We lead by example. They're following our lead. So we have got to do that first. You get down, you sit down with him, you evaluate the scout, find out what he knows about it. Is he ready? Is he prepared? Did he bring a pamphlet with him? Does he have his worksheet paper with him? Does he got pen and paper with him if he needs to take notes? Is he ready for this? Why is he interested in doing this? Why does he want to do coin collecting? Just because grandma used to do it? Or is it something he wants to do? Find out why it is they want to do this. Break that ice a little bit. And that helps you to break the ice a little bit. Find out why they want to do this so that they are more relaxed with you as a counselor. I mean, it's nothing for us to go sit down and meet with a boy to be a merit badge counselor. But for them to come to an adult that they don't even know, holy Toledo's, they're scared to dickens, you know. They're scared. I mean, and if you break the ice and you ask them all these little questions and stuff, you'll find out a lot about them. You'll find out why they want to do that. Requirements, you need to make sure that the words are specific. The words in the merit badge counselor are precise. You have got to do exactly what it says in there. You cannot alter the requirements for a merit badge counselor. You cannot alter them. You You cannot adjust them to your own desire, to your own likings, or to the boys' likings. You have got to do what it says, because we have 100,000 guys out there doing this merit badge counselor, doing this merit badge the same way. And if everybody does it the same way, everybody's done the same thing. And they don't come back and say, well, I never had to do that. That's like, well, you should have. So it's really important that you do everything precise to the exact description of what it says to. Set some dates and requirements on, for future meetings. You need to keep taking consideration their school, their church functions, the school functions, their sports, their family obligations they have. Set a date and say, okay, I've got this date, this date, this date. Will this work for you? Let's meet like every other week, or let's meet every 3 weeks and do this. Let's try to get through from this point, from requirement A or requirement 1 to requirement 3. Let's see if we can't get done by August. This may be May. See if we can't get done by August. Because they got a lot of stuff going on in school. They got a lot of stuff going on in church. They got sports that they're doing. So you got to keep that in mind, keep that in consideration of what they're doing. Make sure that your goals, your requirements are realistic, and that you can fulfill your time and their time also. Because your busy schedule, we're adult leaders. We've got work, we got family, we got home, we got scouts. We're busy just as much as they are. So keep that in perspective, and don't try to overburden yourself. Don't try to overburden them. Make sure that you know that the boys will learn. If you have a group of boys, if you're working with a group of boys that you're doing merit badge, make sure that you know that not every one of these guys are going to learn this and going to understand this at the same level, at the same time. Everybody learns at their own speed, their own time. I mean, for me to sit down and read a book, I have got to sit down and I've got to almost read it out loud for me to interpret it and understand it. If someone's sitting over here talking when I'm reading a book, I'm reading that paragraph 3 times. Because that's just the way I absorb my information. You too, see? And every boy is different. Some people can sit there, my husband can sit there and read a magazine, and I can sit there and talk to him, and he knows exactly what he just read, even though I was talking to him. I can't do that. It just don't work for me. So make sure that you know everybody moves ahead at their own speed, everybody learns and understands stuff in their own dialect, in their own way. Make sure that the requirements they're making are done, that you've checked them. If on the requirements, you can't, like I said, you can't, I said that before, you can't take and change your requirements. If you want to expand them a little bit, like it says here, you can expand it a little bit. You can give them more information about a subject if you want to. You can say like a coin collecting. So you know what? In Wichita, in May, every year they have this coin collecting club that they go to. You guys should really go to it because they have some really cool stuff there. You get to learn more about coin collecting and go, let's go there together as a group. Let's go do that. And I mean, that's just an extra requirement, extra thing you can do to expand it, because you're teaching them a little bit more. You're just getting them more involved with it. But it's not something that you cannot require them to do. You can expand it. You can give them more information about it, but you can't expect them to do that. Everybody agree? Understand that? I mean, just because it may be a passion of yours doesn't mean that, say you're doing coin collecting, it says you have to collect 5 coins, and you say, I want you to collect 10 different coins from the different countries. You can't do that, guys. It's not possible. It's not allowed. When you do this, make sure that you're telling your experiences and make it exciting for them. Whatever requirements are, make it exciting for them.